From Bajrang politics,
उन्होंने बजरंग दल को बैन करने की बात कही। बजरंग बली को तो वो लेकर के आए। अब जब लेकर के आते हैं तो आपको मालूम है कि जब आप वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स करते हैं तो कुछ लोग दूसरे तरफ भी खड़े होते हैं।
Let he have Bajrang Dal or Bajrangi, whomever he decide. But he has to communicate to the people of this country what this double Indian government has done.
to the Muslim quota fight.
इस देश के संविधान के हिसाब से धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण हो ही नहीं सकता।
With the #1 Karnataka channel for a reason. Karnataka campaign climax.
It's the most ferocious election campaign in recent memory. So much happened over the last few weeks of this very intense war for Karnataka. Up ahead on 5 Live, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 big issues, big fights, big flashpoints during the war for Karnataka. And I'm going to let you decide, and our ground team of reporters decide, which one they think was top of mind. I'm Shiv, as always. The campaign for Karnataka comes to an end in just 1 hour from now. We'll be building up to it. First, the headlines. BJP moves Election Commission against Sonia Gandhi's sovereignty remark. Sonia promised to uphold Karnataka's sovereignty. Prime Minister Modi calls it the Congress's tukde-tukde mindset. After Prime Minister says anti-India plot exposed in Kerala story film, AIMIM chief hits out, says Prime Minister Modi is promoting films based on lies.
एक देश का प्रधानमंत्री जो अंबेडकर के बनाए संविधान पर ओथ लेता है, 130 करोड़ जनता का प्रधानमंत्री है और एक पिक्चर को प्रमोट करते हो भी झूठी।
Facing hate, Bajrang backpedals on his Bajrang Dal social media post after a spate of abuses and online attacks. The wrestler blames his social media team so much for liberals who had supported him.
एक सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्ट किया था जिसपे लिखा था कि मैं बजरंगी हूँ, बजरंग दल का समर्थन करता हूँ। बाद में डिलीट हो गया।
वो मेरी टीम के द्वारा किया गया क्योंकि मैं पूरे दिन बिजी रहता हूँ और वो मेरी टीम के द्वारा किया गया है।
Days after violence, Manipur remains on edge. Over 54 killed in violence as Supreme Court asked centre and state to look into relief and rehabilitation measures. MiG-21 fighter jet crashes in Rajasthan's Hanumangarh, killing 3 civilians on the ground. Pilot escapes unhurt.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Powered by Jaguar, discover the magic of smart lights. Co-powered by Tech Pro by Blackberries. Show the way.
And what a campaign it has turned out to be. It's been non-stop, it's been a potboiler, it's been a political thriller for the ages. The war for Karnataka winds down with the campaign ending in less than an hour from now. 6 p.m. today, the curtains will fall on the high-octane campaign for Karnataka. The state is headed to an interesting contest with the BJP and the Congress making it a mega prestige battle. The Saffron Party has relied largely on Prime Minister Modi's star power, and the Congress Party has majorly emphasized on corruption under the Bommai regime. Now all eyes are on who will be the king of this Karnataka Game of Thrones. Remember, only 57 minutes to go for campaigning to end, and all the parties in Karnataka are moving things into maximum gear for this final phase. Curtains for the month-long high-octane Karnataka campaign. The state heading for a 3-cornered all-or-none contest. Prime Minister Modi led the charge for the BJP with back-to-back grand road shows and fiery rallies.
कांग्रेस ने अपना झूठ फैलाने के लिए जो इकोसिस्टम बनाया है वो पिछले काफी समय से कर्नाटका में एक गुब्बारा, एक बलून फुला रहे थे झूठ की हवा भर भर करके।
ये मुस्लिम आरक्षण गैर संवैधानिक था। संविधान की कोई भी धारा धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण को सहमत नहीं, और वो जो 4% दिया था वो जिनका अधिकार था उनका छीन कर दिया था।
सबसे पहली बात अंजना जी, हम बजरंग बली को लेके नहीं आए। कौन लेके आया? कांग्रेस पार्टी लेकर के आई। तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति कौन करता है? कांग्रेस पार्टी करती है। डिवाइड एंड रूल, ये बेसिक प्रिंसिपल किसका है? कांग्रेस पार्टी का है। उन्होंने बजरंग दल को बैन करने की बात कही, बजरंग बली को तो वो लेकर के आए।
The Congress too brought out its top guns, with Sonia, Rahul and Priyanka joining the local leadership.
We are very confident and we are very hopeful. Unfortunately, I am not a predictor of numbers. I can only say that the response that we have got from the public, and as you heard in this very meeting, they want an end to corruption. This government has made itself known only by the epithet 40% Sarkara.
सब के सब लोगों ने कहा कि कर्नाटक की सरकार 40% कमीशन चोरी की सरकार है। इस बार डबल इंजन चोरी हुई है। जहां भी देखो स्कैम के बाद स्कैम।
खुलेआम धमकी देते हैं, कहते हैं कि अगर ये जीत नहीं होते तो कर्नाटका को मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलेगा। कहते हैं कि भाजपा हार गई तो यहाँ बहुत झगड़ा हो जाएंगे।
The Saffron Party's campaign received a boost after the Congress pledged a ban on the Bajrang Dal.
अब तो बजरंग बली पर भी ताला लगाना है। हमारी आस्था, हमारी धरोहर को भी वोट बैंक की तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति से देखा गया।
Some context they have written. It does not mean that we are against Hindus and they are the only Hindus. Why you are equating Bajrang Bali? I have taken contract. That only the BJP should say.
Both the BJP and Congress are confident of crossing the majority.
I'm a political animal. I have a big experience in public life. My assessment says that we have an absolute majority.
Number?
My number is 141.
Karnataka is important for the BJP and it feels its mammoth connect with voters will help it retain the only southern state in its kitty. The Congress feels it has an edge due to anti-incumbency and a sustained focus on local issues. With the campaign coming to an end, it's now over to Karnataka's voters. Who will pick the winner in this state of war? Bureau Report, India Today. I have now handpicked the top 10 flashpoints, the biggest issues, the most sticky points during this big, ferocious campaign for Karnataka. See if you agree with me. I'm going to count down from number 10. This is the State of War Karnataka Flashpoint countdown that gives you a sense of how things really went in that state. Number 10, the Sonia sovereignty comment has remarked a huge controversy at this final stage of the election. The BJP and the Congress remain at loggerheads after Sonia Gandhi vowed that her party will protect Karnataka's sovereignty and integrity at any cost. The BJP has been incensed enough to move the Election Commission. At number 9, as the infighting continues between the top Congress contenders for the Karnataka Chief Minister post, State Congress Chief DK Shivakumar and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah at the India Today roundtable repeated their ambitions of becoming the next Chief Minister. Both later said that they are contenders. This has been a running theme and it stands at number 9 in my countdown of the big issues under discussion in Karnataka. Then we come to number 8. Prime Minister Modi, while addressing Karnataka BJP Karyakarta, slammed the Congress and dubbed the guarantees given by the Congress as Revadi culture that will submerge the state in debt. So guarantees is something that became a big flashing flashpoint in Karnataka as well. That's at number 8. Then at number 7, after Ticket Nataka in the BJP, the Congress bagged 2 key Lingayat leaders into their fold from the BJP. While the BJP downplayed these defections, the BJP's gambit was to increase Lingayat and Vokkaliga quota. The Congress hoped that getting Jagdish Shettar would swing some Lingayat votes in its favour. That's at number 7. It became one of the biggest issues. And at number 6, senior BJP Lingayat leader Jagdish Shettar being denied a ticket, publicly expressing his dismay and then dumping the BJP to join the Congress became one of the biggest hot points and hot button topics under discussion during this entire campaign. He is now the Congress's Hubli Dharwad MLA candidate. We're at the halfway mark now of this countdown. At number 5 was the big row over the Muslim quota in poll-bound Karnataka. While the Bombay government continues to defend the move, the Congress has slammed the government and said that if the Congress comes to power, they'll increase the 50% ceiling imposed on reservation. This became one of the most fearsome talking points during this campaign. To number 4, we're nearly at the end of this countdown. Wait till you see number 2 and number 1. Number 4, the 40% Sarkara versus 85% corruption remained a massive face-off talking point. The Congress has fired a fresh 40% commission Sarkara salvo right through this campaign, targeting the Bombay government over alleged corrupt practices. Team Modi also hit back at the Congress saying, who are they to talk about 40% Sarkara? They are an 85% commission party, slamming the Gandhi family for preaching on corruption. Last 3 flashpoints under discussion now. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge labeling Prime Minister Modi a poisonous snake became an endless fodder for debate and acrimony between the Congress and the BJP. The BJP was up in arms against the Congress chief, claiming the party has finally hit rock bottom. Kharge had to backtrack and said he was talking about the BJP RSS ideology, not the Prime Minister personally. Number 2 in our flashpoint countdown was, of course, the Bajrang Dal ban promised by the Congress party. From Prime Minister Modi to Chief Minister Bombay, the BJP equated the Hindu outfit with Lord Hanuman, forcing the Congress at this late campaign stage onto the back foot, forcing them to make all manner of promises to build Hanuman temples and claim to be Hanuman Bhakts themselves. It was very much part of the BJP playbook. Nobody still knows why the Congress would wade into that sticky territory. And finally, in my mind, the number 1 issue that became something with the maximum traction in Karnataka, the number 1 issue was the Amul versus Nandini fight. The fight over the alleged entry of Amul into Karnataka became a huge emotive talking point. Protests erupted in Bengaluru against the sale of Amul products in the city, while the Congress claimed the BJP is trying to kill local milk cooperative brand Nandini. Chief Minister Bombay assured Kannadigas that there's nothing to worry about. Let's go across to our reporters, the number 1 reporter team from Karnataka, who've been in the state of war for the last many weeks, covering every corner of Karnataka, every aspect of this campaign, and indeed breaking every single update and input on all of these top 10 flashpoints that we've covered here on India Today. Joining me live, Nagarjun Dwarakanath, Nabila Jamal, Shibimol KG and Anaga Keshav, in addition to our other members who will be joining us shortly as well. Naga, you've just heard the big top 10. There were many more than 10, you and I both know that. But what, according to you, was that one issue above all others that really captured mind space? Our number 1 issue in this countdown is Nandini Amul. What was it for you?
Well, Shiv, I agree with all the 10 flashpoints that you have mentioned. Clearly, the narrative was set in the last 3 months based on this 10 flashpoints. But for me, after traveling the length and breadth of the state here, what I feel is that the election is for Modi. It's Modi versus the 5 guarantees of the Congress party. So it's Prime Minister versus the 5 guarantees. And the second flashpoint for me is the double engine Sarkar campaign versus the pay CM or the 40% Sarkar campaign. Whoever has done well will see the votes coming to them and the seats coming to them. I feel in the rural sector, the Congress guarantees have worked well, while in the urban sectors, the Prime Minister rally and roadshow clearly showing a big voter consolidation for the Prime Minister and the BJP.
Very interesting. Nabila, what do you think? You also travelled the length and breadth of Karnataka. What, according to you, was the one or two, maximum 2 big flashpoints that you think trumped all the other issues in terms of, traction on the ground?
Shiv, I'm certainly going to say that the Congress was looking like it was having an edge in Karnataka all the while. But it appears that right after Prime Minister Modi's rally and the road shows that he carried out, not just in Bengaluru and few other district areas of Karnataka, has sort of somehow turned the tide a tad bit. How far will that go? Let's see. We'll know on May 10th and then eventually on 13th of May. But I'd like to point out the Congress, which is clearly having signs of a victory here, have almost hit 3 self-goals. If I could read that out for you from your list that you've mentioned, those 3 self-goals. First is a manifesto ban, a mention of a manifesto, a ban on the Bajrang Dal, which is a right-wing Hindu outfit, which they're comparing to the PFI, a terror outfit that's been banned under the UAPA. The BJP was successful in giving a narrative that the Congress is anti-Hindu. 2, on Mallikarjun Kharge calling Prime Minister Narendra Modi a poisonous snake. Now, one knows the kind of affection, admiration that Prime Minister Modi holds, irrespective of the party. Prime Minister Modi is seen as a legend in politics and beyond, above any other superstar and even God to some people. So those fence-sitters who are probably sitting and observing this election, wondering who to vote this time, would have taken absolute offence to what Mallikarjun Kharge said, considering the admiration Modi has in Karnataka as well. And of course, we're also looking at Siddaramaiah. 3, the Lingayat vote bank. What Siddaramaiah said about the Lingayats, almost insinuating that Lingayats at large, in totality, are corrupt people. Basically, he wanted to hit at Basaraj Bommai, the Chief Minister, but somehow he got that wrong, a big googly for him, and it eventually hurt the Lingayat community. But lucky for the Congress that the Lingayat community has now sort of come together, and they've made a mention at the Mutt saying that they are going to pledge their allegiance to the Congress. Not all the Mutts, but a significant amount of Lingayat seers have come together for the Congress. So they were lucky there. So these are the significant points I think Congress took a backseat with, but it appears that this is for the first time the most unpredictable election where we're seeing all the grassroots cadre of both the parties, which were eventually so long warring, have come together with one intention of a victory in Karnataka.
Okay, so 3 self-goals, according to Nabila, are the big, traction points during this campaign. Anaga, what was it for you? When I was down there in Karnataka, the Nandini Amul issue had kind of petered out, but at its peak, it was the big talking point, wasn't it? According to you, what was the big one for you?
Shiv, according to me, the one thing that absolutely stands out is the kind of admiration that Prime Minister Modi has in Karnataka, and especially in Bengaluru. When he came here, we saw hundreds of people in some pockets. There were even thousands of people who had gathered early in the morning, and some had travelled even 40-45 kilometers early in the morning, 6 a.m. No breakfast, not a sip of water, not even their morning coffee. They had come all the way, getting ready. Even the previous night itself, they had spent money from their pockets to make posters of Prime Minister Modi, Modi masks, and even huge garlands, flower garlands for Prime Minister Modi. That was the kind of surreal love and affection that we saw. Even, even when I was on the ground, for a moment, it was a very surreal experience for me to see how could somebody love a human being, a Prime Minister of this stature, so immensely, so deeply, and so selflessly. Shiv, I think if Prime Minister Modi was, did not belong to BJP would not have had the kind of support and the love and affection and belief that it has today. So truly, Prime Minister Modi is the man. I'm not talking for a particular party, but just for this individual that we are talking about, truly stands out for Karnataka election. Sheer love and affection and admiration for Prime Minister Modi.
Very, very interesting. And when it comes to personality, we're seeing all the big guns of the BJP and the Congress out there Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi also attracting large crowds, very people-friendly campaigns. Prime Minister Modi had this spectacular roadshow over the weekend as well, and that's what Anaga is talking about, that very effortless people connect. Sagai, what was it for you? What was that number one flashpoint or issue from our list that you think was, had the biggest stickiness factor, capturing people's minds and mind space above all else?
So as far as I have seen that the Congress has aggravated their campaign against BJP government. If you notice that they had started campaign a year back, especially the PCM campaign, the 40% Sarkar. That aggressive campaign of Congress we haven't noticed when Congress lost the power in the state of Karnataka. The Congress was inactive after DK Shivakumar made as a KPCC president. Everything was restarted. You could see the enthusiasm. You could see the change in the Congress party where there were a lot of campaign which was being done when the prices of petrol was increased, when the corruption charges were exposed against the BJP government, and they kept the momentum along with them till the election, unless AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge made a personal attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And thereafter, BJP tried to set the narrative on that, and even the Bajrang Dal was served in a platter. As of now, I still feel that the 40% corruption charges against the BJP was a masterstroke from the Congress.
And that has been the most consistent theme as far as the Congress's campaign is concerned as well. Shibi, what about you? What did you think? There have been so many issues, so many different issues that it's difficult to put your finger on one. It took me a while to actually identify just 10 issues that had any kind of traction in Karnataka. For you, what were the one or two big ones?
Well, Shiv, I have to say the poll strategy that stood out for me is the Congress's 40% Sarkara strategy, because that's what they started the campaign with, and that's exactly with what they're ending also. Because I attended Priyanka Gandhi's rally today. There also she kept repeating the same thing. I thought the Congress's vocal for local strategy was something really good, because we never heard Rahul Gandhi talk about his disqualification or anything in Karnataka. It was always the local issue. That includes the Amul and Nandini issue also, where they tried to invoke the Kannada pride, which I thought worked really well. They've kept that momentum really well. But of course, in the long time, I've never seen Congress with such aggressive strategies and such aggressive campaigning, because I come from Kerala. There also the Congress is in the opposition, where they have a good, they have local faces, they have good organization structure. But I've not seen in a long time the Congress campaigning this effectively. So I think that the consistency that they have maintained stood out for me, especially with the 40% Sarkara strategy. Of course, but you will have to, evaluate it with Prime Minister Modi's aura, because I think Mallikarjun Kharge's that statement, that personal attack on Prime Minister Modi as well as the Bajrang Dal ban was something that the Congress really gifted the BJP on a platter. And of course, in the last few weeks, I feel with Prime Minister's rally, there's been, the BJP being coming out very strongly. But for me, if something that stood out, if I have to choose one, that was the vocal for the local strategy chosen by the Congress.
Very, very interesting. So, I've got it right with my top 10. It looks like, because all of you have decided your favorites have been from this list itself. Nagarjun, Nabila, Shibi, Sagai and Anaga, thank you for being with us. They are the team that's going to be taking you through May the 10th. Remember that campaigning ends in just 27 minutes from now. After that, you have 1 day of a break when all the big meetings will be taking place, and then polling takes place on May the 10th, and then counting day on the 13th of May. This is the team that will break every piece of information and bring you the fastest updates on what is the final stage of Karnataka. Now, this last few hours, last few minutes before the campaign ends in Karnataka has been infested with the big guns of the Congress and the BJP still on the ground, squeezing out every last minute possible from the time they have available from the Election Commission. And that has led to a huge number of face-offs. Take a look. As always, all the big guns speak to India Today first.
कहते हैं कि अगर ये जीत नहीं होते तो कर्नाटका को मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलेगा। कहते हैं कि भाजपा हार गई तो यहाँ बहुत झगड़ा हो जाएंगे। मैं आपकी तरफ से इनसे कहना चाहती हूँ कि कर्नाटका के लोगों को इतना बेबस और लाचार मत समझे।
ये फैमिली खुले तौर पर भारत में राजनीति को प्रभावित करने के लिए विदेशी शक्तियों को दखल देने के लिए उकसाते हैं। ये ऐसे काम करते हैं जिससे बार बार भारत की संप्रभुता का अपमान होता है।
युवाओं को, ग्रेजुएट्स को और डिप्लोमा होल्डर्स को 3,000 1500 रुपए, महिलाओं को 2,000 रुपए,
ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ 2,000 ಕೊಟ್ರಿ।
वो बीपीएल परिवारों को भी मिलेंगे। 10 किलो चावल हर परिवार के मेंबर को, 2,000 यूनिट बिजली मुफ्त में हर महीने, 200।
आजकल कांग्रेस लोगों को झूठी गारंटियां बांट रही है, लेकिन वो इस बात का कभी जवाब नहीं देती कि 50 साल पहले जो उसने गरीबी हटाने की गारंटी दी थी उसका क्या हुआ। इतिहास का सबसे बड़ा फ्रॉड बन गई है, क्योंकि कांग्रेस का पूरा काम झूठ का बंडल होता है।
As election comes, they find a new love towards Lingayat. Where were these Congress men? There is no lip, there is no service there. What these people are doing here? They want votes, and when it comes to ministry, they give few ministry, and it's come to portfolio, they give a very low portfolio. A few people which they are recognized, it is not because of their Lingayats, because they are rich education lobbyists.
False propaganda has taken place. Though if we have done good work by our government, but false propaganda has taken place. That has taken importance. Not only we will bring it back, we will take care of Vokaligas and Lingayats also.
But you are making a major point. You are saying if you come back, you will bring back the 4% reservation for Muslims, but you will also give reservations for Vokaligas and Lingayats.
Lingayats and other communities also.
And all our important leaders taken an oath that at any cost, Jagdish Shettar should not get elected from this constituency. For that, all are agreed, and we are going to work very hard, and our candidate is going to win both the places.
It is a natural. If Vijayendra not get the ticket, what will the fate? This statement will not come. When senior leader, Yediyurappa himself insisted the party high command. He is a senior leader. He has to be given the ticket. If not, in North Karnataka, 20-25 seats will be damaged.
हमारी सरकार ने एक यहाँ धर्म के आधार पर मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन था, 4% रिजर्वेशन भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने वोट बैंक की लालच में पड़े बगैर ये मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को समाप्त कर दिया है। हम मानते हैं कि धर्म के आधार पर रिजर्वेशन नहीं होना चाहिए।
4% reservation was there for Muslims. When it came into existence, May 1995. Since then, it was there in existence. Is there any report from the Permanent Backward Commission to abolish 4% of reservation to Muslims?
So if you come back, will you bring it back?
No. We will bring it, not only we will bring it back, we will take care of Vokaligas and Lingayats also.
और पिछले 3 सालों से आप देख रहे हो कि बीजेपी ने कर्नाटक में सिर्फ भ्रष्टाचार किया। कर्नाटक की जनता ने बीजेपी की सरकार को 40% की सरकार कहा है।
कांग्रेस की पहचान हमेशा से 85% कमीशन खाने की रही है। गरीब के हक का 85 पैसा कांग्रेस का पंजा छीन लेता था।
ಮತ್ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ಮೋದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಿಷದ ಹಾವಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. ನೀವಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ವಿಷಯ ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ಕಕ್ ಹೋಗಿರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಕರು ಸತ್ತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ವಿಷಯ ಅದಾನೋ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮೋದಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಣ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಲಗೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲೇ.
चुनाव में कांग्रेस का सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा सांप है, सांप, सांप के जहर का है. मेरी तुलना ये लोग सांप से कर रहे हैं और जनता से वोट मांग रहे हैं. लेकिन भाइयों बहनों, सांप तो भगवान शंकर के गले की शोभा है.
ಯಾರು ಕೋಮುವಾದಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೋಮುವಾದಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಟ್ರೆಡ್ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಂತೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ.
अब तो बजरंग बली पर भी ताला लगाना है. हमारी आस्था, हमारी धरोहरों को भी वोट बैंक की तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति से देखा गया.
Amul was at its peak. He didn't see the danger to Nandini then. It's all political bogey what they want to do. Nandini is very strong in its place. We need not be afraid of any brand. And Nandini will grow. Nobody can stop. These people see politics in everything. In milk, in water, in air.
We are going to oppose the entering of the Amul into the Karnataka market. See, there is a product, Nandini product is there already. Why you are interfering? Why you don't take away the space of the Nandini? I will ask Karnataka people to don't buy Amul products in Karnataka. You take only Nandini products.
Only 29 minutes to go for campaigning to end in Karnataka. And coming up next, the BJP has moved the Election Commission against Sonia Gandhi's sovereignty remarks. She had said she promised to uphold Karnataka's sovereignty. Prime Minister Modi has hit back, calling it the Congress's separatist tukde mindset. That big story next.
Namaskara, voters of Karnataka.
BJP this time is looking at new faces.
What development will happen? Tell me.
What would be your wish list?
Lingayats were earlier known as the Veera Shaivas. How do you see Karnataka's politics?
Absolutely great, fantastic.
It's Karnataka's big decision day. After state of war, voters decide the next Sarkara to be voted today. 10th May, 7 a.m. onwards. Only on India Today TV.
We recently saw the skills of ChatGPT extend to creative skills as well. They can write movies, they can direct plays. There are in fact books being written out there by ChatGPT. How do you think this skills bridge will Coursera be able to fill?
So we are approaching it in a few different ways, right? We are saying, look, firstly, it's helpful to think about a generative AI platform as a thought partner. As a business leader, I might be thinking about any element of my work, and I can use ChatGPT as a thought partner. Chances are it may not replace what I do as a worker or as a business leader, but it can be a very powerful thought partner to help refine my thoughts. Now, what we are thinking about is that, look, a learner might want to learn about using ChatGPT, so how do we create content related to ChatGPT? That's one part of it. Second would be, how do we integrate ChatGPT into the learning itself so that that learning can be more personalized, it can be interactive, keeping in mind that there are risks associated as well. How do you bring information which is reliable information into the learning? Because the Coursera belief is that while education is extremely important, the content for education should come from experts. And today, the content on our platform comes from, top 200 universities and about 100 companies. And so how do we integrate technologies like ChatGPT, something that we are actively looking at?
Air quality today. In Delhi, 107. In Mumbai, 54. In Kolkata, 40. In Bangalore, 61. In Chennai, 116. In Hyderabad, 77.
After Shivaji Ganesan, Rajnikant and Kamal Haasan, Ajith is the fourth Tamil actor to have reached the superstar status without any film background. Yes, Ajith is truly a name to reckon with. A self-made actor who many do not know is also an avid auto enthusiast. His impressive screen presence is his biggest advantage. Ajith, who redefined action in Tamil cinema, began his journey in Indian cinema in 1993 when he began shooting for his Telugu debut film, Prema Pustakam. He rose as a prominent actor only in 1995. After he featured in Tamil thriller Asai. And today, he's a brand in himself. A mega success story no one saw coming. And when Asai hit the screens, Ajith was just 6 films old. This gripping drama, which had a meaty role for Prakash Raj, turned heads to Ajith's potential, an on-screen persona. Following Asai, he established himself as a romantic hero in 1996 with a Guardian directorial, Kadal Kotai. This love story, also featuring Devyani and Hira Rajgopal, cemented Ajith's status as a romantic hero. Another notable film in Ajith's kitty was the 1998 Kadal Mannan. This film marked the beginning of Ajith's collaboration with Saran, who is one of the directors who has had a major contribution towards helping Ajith become the star he is today.
And in the final hours of the Karnataka campaign, with only 20 minutes to go, the big issue has become a comment by Congress matriarch Sonia Gandhi's sovereignty remark on Karnataka. That remark has sparked a big final face-off. The BJP has filed a complaint with the Election Commission against Sonia Gandhi for talking about Karnataka's sovereignty during her speech in the state yesterday. The BJP and the Congress are at loggerheads after Sonia vowed that her party will protect Karnataka's sovereignty and integrity at any cost. Here's how it has unfolded. The Karnataka election campaign has come to an end, but it has given birth to a new flashpoint in the state.
कि अगर ये जीत नहीं होते तो कर्नाटका को मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलेगा। कहते हैं कि भाजपा हार गई तो यहाँ बहुत झगड़ा हो जाएंगे। मैं आपकी तरफ से इनसे कहना चाहती हूँ कि कर्नाटका के लोगों को इतना बेबस और लाचार मत समझे।
The Congress on Saturday tweeted a quote attributed to Sonia Gandhi. The Congress will not allow anyone to pose a threat to Karnataka's reputation, sovereignty or integrity, she said at a rally in Hubli. Prime Minister Modi lashed out at the Congress a day later at his last election rally, accusing the grand old party of trying to break Karnataka from India.
कर्नाटका में आकर के बोला है, उन्होंने कहा है कि कर्नाटका की सॉवरेनिटी की रक्षा करना चाहते हैं। कांग्रेस जो कह रही है, इसका मतलब है कि कांग्रेस कर्नाटका को भारत से अलग मानती है।
The BJP has moved the Election Commission against Sonia Gandhi's reported remark.
One has to remain within the ambit of the Constitution of India. भारत के संविधान के अंतर्गत रहना उसकी नैतिक जिम्मेवारी है और जब कोई व्यक्ति इससे बाहर जाता है उसको एक्सपोज करना हमारी जिम्मेवारी है।
Congress leaders are accusing the BJP of diverting attention from real issues.
Come directly, let Modi ji answer to the people of Karnataka what he has delivered on governance, on development, on peace, on investment, on employment creation. This is the point which he has to tell to the people since he has come for the campaign.
President Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji in Hubli, where we are standing now, she has never spoken anything about like that. It's a YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. The video is available. Prime Minister is lying.
Sonia Gandhi, in her only election campaign in Hubli, had claimed the BJP's days in Karnataka are numbered.
भाजपा सरकार की लूट झूठ अहंकार और नफरत ने जिस तरह का माहौल बना दिया है उससे मुक्ति पाए बिना न तो कर्नाटका तरक्की कर सकता है और न देश में प्रगति हो सकती है।
Sonia Gandhi's brief entry into the Karnataka war has sparked a new flashpoint, ironically a controversy of its own making.
This particular statement from her has triggered political storm across the state, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hit out at her, stating that the Congress want to divide Karnataka from India. On the other side, the local unit of BJP has escalated the issue and alleged that Congress belongs to Tukde gang, and that is the reason they want to divide Karnataka state. With you, journalist Madhu Sagaraj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
Well, the war of words between the Congress and the BJP has continued to escalate right through this final few hours of the campaign. Just take a look at this. The BJP's attack number one, that the Congress is separating Karnataka from India. The Congress's counter, the Prime Minister doesn't take up important issues, is only trying to divert. The BJP's second attack, Royal Gandhi family working against India. The Congress counters this, says Prime Minister should come to the point. The BJP says the Congress is spreading fake guarantees. The Congress counters it. Problem with the BJP's governance model. BJP's attack number 4. Congress wants power at any cost. Congress counters, it says, violence in Karnataka due to the BJP. The BJP's attack number 5. Karnataka will not forgive the Congress's sins. The Congress counters that, says unemployment due to 40% commission Sarkara. So that's just a sampling of the ferocity of the crossfire that's still on between the Congress and the BJP. Now, with just hours left for everything to wrap up, in fact, minutes left for the campaign itself to end in Karnataka, Rahul Gandhi has stepped up his political campaign with an especially pronounced People Connect campaign in Bengaluru. Today, Rahul Gandhi was seen taking a BMTC bus ride with women travellers and also posing for selfies with them. Later, he was spotted at a coffee shop interacting with customers. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Sunday hopped onto a Blinkit delivery rider's bike to take a ride on Bengaluru's infamous roads. Rahul interacted with Blinkit and Swiggy workers and relished a masala dosa and a cup of coffee at Bengaluru's famous airlines hotel as they discussed the lives of delivery workers. Rahul Gandhi spoke about the 5 guarantees of his party once again during the interaction with gig workers and delivery persons of various companies.
We walk together.
Minutes to go, with only 15 minutes to go for the entire campaign in Karnataka to wrap up. There's a sense of disbelief that it all comes down to this. Remember, 10th of May is when the polling happens. India Today's exit poll will happen as well, and everybody will be watching that. I'm wrapping up my Karnataka coverage for the moment into a short break, but coming up next, Windsor Castle transformed into a concert venue on Sunday as some of the biggest names in music celebrated the coronation of their new king, Charles III. In case you missed any part of it, we've got you covered on the other side.
If you're thinking that artificial intelligence might impact your job or affect your decisions and lifestyle in the future, then probably you are a little late to the party. The AI revolution is here. Or as Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates recently said, we are living in the age of AI. Artificial intelligence has already got its claws into our everyday life. Here are a few ways we are knowingly or unknowingly relying on AI in our day-to-day lives. One of the most common ways we are using AI is in our voice assistants like Siri, Google Assistant, and Alexa. They are helping set alarms and reminders, suggest places to eat, control smart home devices, and much more.
Alexa, turn up the music to 4. Alexa, turn up the music to 7.
All right, you know I can't turn down an impromptu dance party.
AI is being used in the healthcare sector too to diagnose diseases, predict outbreaks, or improve patient outcomes. It is also being extensively used in automating tasks and making the process smooth and easy for logistics and transportation. Self-driving cars are also using AI heavily. AI generative tools like ChatGPT and Google Bard have also proven to be disruptive. They are fairly capable of editing or writing clean basic copies. While this is a great tool, when polished, it can endanger the jobs of copywriters and editors.
Because these systems can generate scripts at very high speed. And if they've been trained on all the scripts for all the soap operas that have ever been produced, they can write new soap operas extremely fast. And I don't think anyone expects soap operas to be, literary masterpieces with amazing originality. So I think a lot of writers are going to find themselves in less demand as these systems get more and more capable.
AI is also working as a great tutor by personalizing learning programs, detecting plagiarism, transcribing lectures, and so on. While AI has many pros, it has also potential threats that many tech luminaries like Elon Musk and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak are warning about. In a recent study by McAfee, it was found that 48% of Indians lost money because of AI fraud calls, which cost them over 50,000 rupees.
Windsor Castle was transformed last night into a concert venue. And here are some of the biggest names from the music industry who performed to celebrate the coronation of King Charles III. Here are all the highlights in case you missed it. King Charles III and Queen Camilla's coronation celebrations continued with this special concert. They stepped out with the royal family for the coronation concert, which saw over 20,000 Londoners and beyond in attendance. The concert was a major star-studded affair. Katy Perry and the pop group Take That brought the show to a rousing close after Lionel Richie, Pete Tong, Tiwa Savage and Andrea Bocelli were among those who got the concert started. Well, at the coronation concert, Princess Charlotte was seen in the stands singing her heart out along to Katy Perry's Raw, the moment which grabbed the attention in no time. Tom Cruise paid a dramatic tribute of his own to King Charles III during the star-studded coronation concert. He brought